Hi everyone, Brenda here from Camp 180 and welcome to lesson 70. In the last lesson you learned how to create lists, store multiple values and access items by index. Today we'll be covering slicing, modifying slices and using built-in list methods like append, insert, remove and pop. By the end of this lesson you'll be able to manipulate lists in much more flexible ways, which is useful when working with game objects. Remember, there is a step-by-step guide for this lesson on Gumroad, together with a tutorial and your free coding journal. Following along with these will make everything click faster. The full functions and reusability pack is also available for $10 for extra exercises. Let's start with slicing. Slicing allows you to grab parts of a list. The syntax is list. Open square bracket, start, end, close square bracket. This gets items from index start up to, but not including index end. Create a list called inventory by typing inventory is equal to open square bracket, sword, shield, potion, elixir, helmet, close square bracket. These are strings, so remember to add quotation marks. Now, to get the first three items, print inventory, open square bracket, 03, close square bracket. This will retrieve item from 0 to index 2. You can also omit start to end when retrieving items. Inventory, no start values to 3, gets the first 3 items. Inventory, start at 2 and no end value gets items from index 2 up to the end of the list. An inventory with no start or end values copies the entire list. You can also use negative slicing when retrieving items. Example, inventory minus 3, no end values, gets the last 3 items of the list. Lists are mutable, meaning you can change it. One way to do this is to modify lists using slices. You can replace multiple items at once using the slicing method. In your Python file, add the following code. Inventory 1 to 3 is equal to magic shield and super potion. Remember your square brackets for list and your quotations for strings. Then print inventory. When you run it, notice that items at the index 1 and 2, shield and potion, has been replaced by magic shield and super potion. You can also delete multiple items using slices. Add inventory from 3 to the end is equal to empty square brackets. This deletes all items from index 3 up to the end of your list. Now print inventory and observe your new shortened list. Next, we will look at the Python built-in list method. Start with append. This adds a single item at the end of the list. In your file, add inventory.append and in round brackets type coin. This will add coin to the end of your list. Now print your inventory and observe the output. Then we use insert, which adds an item at a specific index. In your file, type inventory.insert, open bracket, 1 dagger, close bracket. This adds a dagger at index 1 in your list, shifting all other items by 1 index. Print the inventory and observe the output. Then we look at remove. This removes an item by value. Type inventory, remove potion. This will remove potion from your list. Print the inventory and observe the output. Finally, we have pop. Pop removes an item by index. Type inventory, pop, empty brackets. The empty brackets removes the last item in your list by default. Print and observe. It is useful to note that append and insert adds item to your list, while remove and pop deletes item from your list. Here are a few common mistakes to be aware of. 1. Using remove with a value that is not in the list. This will result in a value error. 2. Confusing slice replacement with single item assignment. Single item assignment replaces one element with one new element. Slice replacement can replace a range of elements with 0, 1, or many elements. Slicing can change the length of your list. 3. Forgetting that slicing does not include the end index. 4. Using pop with empty bracket, forgetting that it removes the last item by default. Here is your homework assignment for lesson 17. 1. Create a list called inventory with 5 items. 2. Slice the first 3 items and print them. 3. Replace the middle 2 items using slice assignment. 4. Add a new item at the end using append. 5. Insert a new item at index 2 using insert. 6. Remove an item by value using remove. 7. Pop the last item and print. A tiny tip. Step through each action and predict what the list looks like before you run each code. That brings us to the end of this lesson. We'll move on to dictionaries. You learn how to store data using keys instead of indexes, which is perfect for storing information about multiple objects in your games. Thank you for learning with me. See you in lesson 18.